Kaylee, as we get started on your swing, I'll show you. It'll seem like there's a lot of things going on and to work on, and I don't want you to think that you don't do anything right. You do a lot of things right, and I've seen you make adjustments, and I expect that you'll be able to make adjustments. And certainly, when you see yourself on video, it really helps you to have the feedback that you need to adjust your swing. So we know that we had trouble hitting on the outside, and we're probably a little rusty from swinging a bat in a while also. But a couple things that you heard me say a few times are the things that we'll work on: getting your bat on plane, not dropping your hand. So now here we are starting on your swing. Your hands drop a little bit too much. That's the one thing you'll hear right there. Your hands are coming down. What we'd like to see is you getting a third eye on the ball, and your hands from that starting position moving forward, trying to get on plane. We wanted to talk about disconnecting your shoulders from your swing, and then here your third eye is looking above the ball rather than getting your hands out front and getting that third eye on the plane of the ball. Back foot right here, we need a little more heel to toe, squashing the bug, and then your posture here is a little bit weak. We want to be really stiff on the front, and I'll show you Caitlin Davidson a little bit later. Then you'll notice where you hit the ball right here off the inside handle, a lot of that starts with your hands dropping down. Here your hands roll a little bit too quick. We want to work on better extension. And then here you finish up with your chest towards the pitcher and your head up, and we want to keep our head in and stay a little more closed. So here's your setup and start, and here's Caitlin Davidson's setup. Hands back by the head, and it looks really powerful. And you start working into that, but you need a little more V. That left elbow needs to be down a little bit. You can really start to see your hands dropping here, which makes for a little loopy swing. And so when we work on that extension drill, you'll find yourself to get on plane a lot longer. This doesn't look that bad right here. This is the position we get to. Look how low your hands are. Here's Caitlin. Look how high her hands are here at the point of impact and how stiff. This is Manny Ramirez. You can see his third eye is tracking towards the ball. Then you can see how strong he is at the point of impact. He's stiff and closed on the front, heel to toe on the back foot. His head stays in, and you're just a little bit weak, and I'll show you how to be a little stronger. And see, look at his hands. He's still not turned his hands over right there. He's extending through. So you took your shirt off trying to get a little warmer, I guess. But right here's that wasn't a bad swing, but you swung under the ball. Here's another one. You see where you got the impact off the inside handle, and you can start to see. And this one actually is not that bad, but your hands coming down a little bit actually swings under the ball. Third eye trying to track to get to the ball, a little jelly legging on the front. That's not a bad position right there. Nice stiff closed on the front, and then your hands rolled right across the top, and that's why you dink the ball down. Those hands let go too soon. And just watch your hands here. See if you can, and see where you're hitting the ball off the inside. And so here's, just a regular swing with no interruption, and I think you can start to see your hands and your swing. And then of course you're open, and we want to stay closed. And you can see right here, when your hands let go too early, that bat head gets above the hands. That's a bad thing to happen at the point of impact, and that gets you a lot of dinkers down. And it all starts with that first move that your hands make. Here you are from the front side. Third eye coming towards the ball. Doesn't look that bad right there. And right here, your hands are pulling across your body. That's the thing that I want you to while we're working on that figure 4 extension drill. Instead of your hands extending towards the pitcher, they wrap around your body. Here's Caitlin Davidson from the front side. You can see how her head stays in. Here she is from the side. She sets up in a powerful start. Hands are loaded. Third eye, look at the third eye getting on the ball plane. That puts your bat head on the ball plane. Look how long she keeps that bat head on. Look how strong she is here at the point of impact. Squashing the bug on the back. Now she lets her hands go a little bit too early. Right here's another one of her swings. It's a high pitch right there. Her hands go a little bit too early, and she don't squash the bug enough on the back foot, but look how strong and close she is on the front. And what we got to do is you got to work that first little bit of your hands coming down. If we can get your hands moving forward, we'll put you in a much stronger position. And then here at the end, I'm trying to move you up in the box. The reason is so that we can hit a drop ball and a rise ball that you'll see more of in high school. Your swing's really not that bad. I've said to you a bunch of times I'm a really big fan because you have a lot of potential in the things that you can do. And if you trust me and let's make a couple adjustments. We're in the off season. I think that you can find yourself to be a lot better hitter, a lot more consistent hitter. And then, of course, we're going to work on our hitting the arc so that we can hit the outside pitch by lagging the bat and being late, and being early and turning on the inside. Kaylee, I thank you for your time, and I'm really excited to have a chance to work with you.